argument? Who tends to go to bed at 10%? Who's never wrong but always right? Who's never green or fighting a fight? Who gets stuck with all of that fuss? No one but Donald Trump. Who's got the green disposition? One gets their green. Who never starts an argument?
Hello and welcome to The View from the Walt Disney Studios. That song was Donald Duck's theme song, and we'll be finding more about Donald later.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Duck. Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Sure.
My ex-sister-in-law is in the audience.
Oh.
There she is.
Very
Well,
shy.
cool.
Your ex-sister-
Yes,
your
she's very
ex-sister-in-law. This is our last day
Yes, it
here,
is our
and
last day.
we should thank
Yes.
It's been nice.
the wonderful audiences we've been having, and we're here in the Disney Hall.
It's been great.
Yes.
And we've had a great week.
Well, it's wonderful.
really
Next
good.
time we come, I wish they would, a little more warmth would help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we didn't expect to find a frigid zone here. We thought New York was cold.
I know
No,
Elizabeth said we could go to New York and we could have put some palm trees in New York, and it'd have been.
Oh, but we wouldn't have had the
It would
same
never have
guests.
been the same
was so
fun,
wonderful.
We wouldn't have had the same wonderful.
but it would have been warmer.
We have good audiences. Right, okay?
Well, I don't know. I think it was okay. I had on a sweatshirt every day.
Yeah.
Some people had on, shoes without socks,
I don't know who you're talking about.
toes showing, little tight dresses with skin and
What about
stuff.
Miley
I
Cyrus?
thought she was going to freeze like a little popsicle.
She had like air conditioning,
Yeah,
also like
it was-
holes in the
yeah.
dress.
It was amazing.
Freeze and go up there.
Goosebumps
And
all
it was,
over her
yeah,
body.
she was freezing.
It's what
But
you
she
do for
looked
But
fashion.
also, was it Lady Gaga? What's her first name?
Lady Gaga.
Gaga.
She came out here in panties with sparkles on. I
She
know
was
she was
wearing-
cold down
She
there.
had a bedazzled.
Yeah.
She was wearing an ice skating costume.
Oh my goodness, I know
That
she
was
cold.
intense. She was unreal.
Yeah.
Well, you
great.
know who I
Such a
think
great
watches
performer.
the show in Rome? The semi-official newspaper of the Vatican. They featured an article celebrating International Women's Day. And it was written by a woman, and she says the following quote: "What in the 20th century did more to liberate Western women?" Now, the debate is heated because some people say it's the pills, some say it's abortion rights, and some people say it's the right to work outside the home. But some people dare to go further. They say the washing machine.
What?
You think I'm kidding? I'm not.
That's like saying that the garbage disposal liberated men.
Yeah.
It's the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make
but did
sense.
you really think that the Vatican newspaper or anybody writing for the Vatican newspaper is going to say that the birth control pill...
Well,
had
I
the right
never
to- I mean,
anticipated that they would even write this article. So I'm floored on all
I'm floored.
directions.
I'm floored as well because first of all, women still can't become priests, as far as I recall, right? So there's
That's
a
right.
hierarchy there in terms of who can have what ranking in the church. So I would think that they'd be disqualified from writing such an article
How
based
come
on
women
that
can't
alone.
become priests?
Well, we
They
should
don't
ask
want
them.
that.
Maybe
It's
we
not
should write
in
our
that
own
little-
letter again. But you would think by now they would have women maybe allowed
The
there to
nuns
become priests.
did a
in the
lot of the
highest office.
laundry, though, I'll tell you that. They washed a lot of the priests' shirts.
robes and stuff?
And they did all the work. So maybe from their specific point of view, that's what they think.
No, but
Oh,
the,
yeah.
don't
the
think the nuns.
expectation
You
then
know
is to do more
who-
laundry.
Do you know who invented the electric washing machine?
A
Do
woman.
you know? No.
It was a man.
It was a man.
Because he wanted more laundry done fast.
That may be. That may be. However, his name is Louis Goldenberg.
And what
Louis was from
he
New Brunswick, New
invented
Jersey, and he invented the electric washing.
Yes.
Oh,
Am
yeah.
I disturbing?
No, I
She
want
was
to know who it
asking. She was asking what he was doing.
Goldenberg.
She
I
missed
dated
the
him.
first
I
part.
hung out with him, yeah.
But Mr.
He was sick of you using the board.
That's right.
He
Wow, that's
invented
rough.
The electric washing machine in the late 80s to the early 90s. It took him 100 years, I guess, but he did it. He
Yes.
did it.
So what do you think is the biggest innovation in the 20th century? We should ask all the guests that today.
Yeah.
You have
You know
great
what? So
guests
I
on.
asked somebody,
Yes, I
asked
hear
a
it.
woman, and she said pantyhose. liberated women, because before you had to put the garters on. Now I know the men like.
Well,
that,
if you're
but
talking
the garters
if you're
on.
talking Spanx, maybe Spanx really liberated.
You know, Mel Brooks, you know who Mel Brooks is? He did The Man Who Was 2,000 Years Old with Carl Reiner, and Carl Reiner said to him, "What is the greatest invention? You've been alive 2,000 years." And he said, "The greatest invention is the nectarine. It's a little bit of a peach, it's a little bit of a pear, and saran wrap."
Thank you.
But in truth, the birth control pill, which is now used by something like 100 million women.
Right. That was one of the biggies.
That really, you know.
That liberated women?
Of course, because you didn't have to have 10 children.
That's right.
You could more or less decide how many.
You know what else, Barbara? Mr. Buzzy. Mr. Buzzy.
Oh my gosh!
We are with the dwarfs. The dwarfs are listening. They're above us.
And we're going to take it to another level.
Ruth Buzzy's husband I'm talking about.
We have totally enjoyed our week here in LA thanks to Big Lots. Did you know that Big Lots? Yeah, come on.
They like Big Lots.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, they helped to bring us here, and joining us now is TV host and designer Jennifer Farrell. Jennifer, where are you, darling?
Hey, Jennifer.
There's Jennifer.
Well, thank you, Whoopi. And Big Lots was so glad to bring The View to LA. And sure, you and I had much fun shopping at Big Lots for our makeover. Of course, you know, in times like these, everybody needs to be shopping smarter and saving more, which is where Big Lots comes in, because, you know, they're the real deal. I have my own collection of furniture and accessories there, which the new season will be out this May. So be sure to shop. And, you know, whether you're shopping for home decor or for food, there's all sorts of great savings at Big Lots because they have unbelievable prices on real brand names. And to share with our audience, well, most of you already know what big savings that you can find at Big Lots, but we want to make sure you know what a real deal Big Lots really is. So we're all going home with a $50 Big Lots gift card.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our audience loved that. We love that. And we are also delighted to have the one and only Donald Duck escort us out today. Now, you know, he's a giant, a true giant in the Disney family. And here's how it all started for the duck. Take a look. Wow.
Walt Disney had been making a whole series of cartoons featuring Mickey Mouse. And for a number of years, he had an idea for a duck character, but he couldn't find a voice for it. Walt was listening to a radio program one day featuring an actor named Clarence Nash, who recited a poem, Mary Had a Little Lamb, in a voice that Clarence had intended to be a baby goat character. When Walt heard the voice, he jumped up from the table and shouted, "That's our duck."
I'm Tony Anselmo, and I'm the current voice of Donald Duck.
The very first cartoon that Donald Duck appeared in was a silly symphony called The Wise Little Hen. Donald actually was a supporting character in this cartoon, playing a duck who didn't want to help out with the harvesting of the crops, and he stole the show. He became the star, basically. And I think that his popularity will continue. As long as there's a spotlight to steal, he'll be there to steal it.
You gotta love the duck. Listen, we'll be right back with brothers and sisters stars Sally Field and Calista Flockhart.